GMGM. So, here we are back again. Clearly, I've been gone for a significant amount of time. This is due to several factors, such as I was sick at first. I'm not going to riddle you with a bunch of whys I wasn't there, but basically, I was sick for a little bit, then traveled, then I had exams, and then I was traveling around with my laptop. And several times I recorded, so it's privately. I recorded the videos for doing this, so I recorded all the way until this day today. However, every single time I was using it, I was using like CapCut or something. Every single time I was using it, the video would either do two things: it'd get super corrupted, so you couldn't even recover it, or two, it would go so bad quality that you couldn't even see what the fuck I was even doing. So I thought, I'm gonna spare you for that. And the third thing that actually happened was I wanted to go back to the drawing board and actually get clear about what the strategy is, get clear about what kind of value I can provide you guys. And you might hear now, I'm not sick, it's just pollen kicking my ass, and I'm very allergic to it. So, unfortunately, that's just the facts, and regardless, you'll have to bear me, sound like this, but it is what it is. However, I want to discuss two things today, which was, yesterday I took it wasn't yesterday, but yesterday I closed two trades that became profitable. And also a analysis of this week. I was supposed to do it on Sunday, but I had exams. So it was a bit difficult to try to mix all these different things together. But here I am, day 20, and we'll just get started. And from now on, it'll be much more consistent because I don't see myself at least getting sick, traveling, or having exams in the nearby future. So we'll do this on the daily. Right, so we'll start off with, actually we're already on the pair, but we can actually do CAD JPY. So CAD JPY. This is what the trade looks like. Beautiful. I think I had less than 30 minutes in drawdown totally. It was this amount here. So I was in drawdown. Yeah, I remember it distinctly. It was this part here and this part. By the way, this is a new software, so hopefully this is going to look much crispier and much better, and it's just going to perform a whole lot better. So why did I take this trade? Right, I very vividly remember taking this trade because we had a shift of structure, so it went, it went down here, like so, and it went bearish, so that was the 30-minute, then it went bullish here. So immediately what I do, I highlight that. I look on the, on the 4 hour. I see that we have a bullish engulfing and a candlestick rejection. It was also on the 1 hour. Just wait, I need to zoom out. Whoops, can mark that. So 1 hour, candlestick rejection, candlestick engulfing. 2 hour, candlestick engulfing. 4 hour, candlestick engulfing. The second I saw the 4 hour close, enter the trade, and we just shot straight up here for a 2-2. Yeah, 2-1. My stop was a bit big with 100 pips, so if I had moved it as so, let's say down to here or something, we'd have a pretty good, decent trade. However, I didn't see any other point where I could put my stop, which would make sense, which would tell me that I'm wrong. So I just did it here on this one. And the profit for this was actually the first one. So I took this on just a paper account. But it was 1,136. So it was 1% of the 50,000 that I have here. I just did 1% and let it fly. So correct risk management, everything was fine. 1,300. And then the second was Euro Chief. So this one, that was a little bit it went up, then it went down, then it went up, then it went down. But however, I didn't even really pay attention to this because during this time I was just traveling. So I didn't really have time to look at the charts. But eventually it went up, hit the TP for a nice 2.66% gain on that. So I'm just gonna do that like so. Same exact thing here. However, I did enter this one a tad earlier because I had the belief that this could shoot up immediately, which it did, because it just went straight up. So I did enter this trade. Well, let's look at it from this perspective here. So, like so, here we are. So, trade goes up. Trade goes up. Oh, that's the wrong thing. And I saw bullish, then bearish, then bullish again. So I saw this, bullish, then break, and then here it broke over. Then I saw this. This is the candle that made me go in. Here. So if you don't, have anything to look at here, you also have this one, where it was bullish momentum, then shot up, then you're waiting for that pullback, then it shoots up. So I saw essentially the following. I saw this here. Then I take a look at the 1 hour. Here. Looked like that as well. So that bullish engulfing, obviously. That's the first. This is the lowest time frame you can look at the bullish engulfing. So I looked at the 2 hour too. Looked at like this as well. So I thought, okay, 2 confluences. It's enough for me to go into that. And so obviously, I didn't wait until the 4 hour closed, but I just had 1 and 2 hour in sync. So I just thought, you know what? Let's go for it. Place a trade. Put the stop, I believe, a little bit, just a tad too far. Because, well, I should have entered. I entered on the 2 hour here. And the stop was actually supposed to be down to here. So that would have been a 4.4, then an extra 5 pips here. But my main reasoning for this was just because I thought, even if you put it down to a, let's say, 17 pip here, it was too little wiggle room, just because I thought, 17 pips, no, you should have 100 pips, but I forget sometimes that I'm working on different pairs. So this was, I don't remember, let's see, it was 20, so I thought that was my comfortable amount. And so, hit this as well. This, however, I had a slight issue with this. It could have been spread, but you see that top wick here? That one going all the way up here. It did that, and my TP wasn't hit. And I saw it. I was looking at it in complete confusion, like, wow, okay, why is this not hitting? It's clearly above. Like, my TP was right there, here, hit right there. I could see that it was above, but TP wasn't getting hit, or TP wasn't getting closed. So what I did was I closed out 90% of my position while this happened. 90% of my position while this happened, which explains why I took a 1,254.53 win, and then I just let the rest of the position run because I thought there's clearly something wrong with the platform, because he was lagging slightly. And so eventually, after a little bit of time, let's see, this was, about an hour and a half later, it closed at 148, and it was like a 2 pip difference. I thought, I'll be fine. Would have been fine to have those 2 pips, but it is what it is, and at least now I know. So, what is on the agenda for the rest? So that was the trade. This took about, let's see, this took approximately 8 days and 4 hours. And that's the longest time to hold a trade. But that's just the way my trading style works. If I try to take it on 2 days, it would have looked like, I don't know, like that. And I'd be pretty close to being in break even or drawdown. This one, equally similar. They both got closed out yesterday, so. But here we are. And this took 8 days and 4 hours as well. So they both just shot up straight away. and I got to take my profits. So next is going to be me just analyzing some stuff. I also had this looking at, but unfortunately I wasn't there for the charts. I'd just taken this, so this would have been a phenomenal trade as well. I could see this going bearish, then bullish, then the engulfing candle right here, so that would have been right about here, as so. Let's see if that hits on the, yeah, we got bullish engulfing here. I can actually delete this, like so. Boom, boom, and still got some bullish engulfing candle on this one. Likely wouldn't have waited, but even if you did, you could just wait until you see that big boy here. This, see, 2 hour, 1 hour, where that is, yeah, 1 hour. See, take it on the 4 hour. Where's that? I hate when the chart resets constantly. It's just, you gotta constantly swim your way back to the charts. Right, so here's where the higher low would be, so you'd give it a little bit of breathing room. Let's say approximately even just here. So that'd be about 16 pips. Let's just make it about 23 here. And you'd aim for, this is, which zone is this? Weekly. So you'd aim for weekly up to here. So cool. So. Let's see. This is probably a loss, actually. Even though this was one of my higher pairs. Higher probability pairs, at least. Yeah, loss. It is what it is. It was, what am I, if I can find my confluences here. Yeah. So 85%, just waiting. I wasn't on it. I wasn't on the charts for this, unfortunately. So avoid a loss like that, but I would have taken this if I was. So I would have also been greeting you guys with a loss. Maybe it was this, from this side as well. I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. I'm not sure though why it reversed right here. Because there's not really anything to reverse for. But anyways, it's fine. So I gotta do my markup here, and I shall return to you with a list of what I believe could be the probable pairs, and then yeah, we'll just go through it, and I'll see you on the other side of that. All right, so back at it. Hopefully, sounding slightly better. However, I have gone through the entirety of this list here, all this stuff. I don't remember if I talked about it or if I've posted it, but basically I just updated this whole list for a bunch of new currencies, just because there's a lot more opportunity like that, instead of just getting boggled down in one. But if you have seen it, then great. So, yes, since it is Thursday today, if I believe, yes, it's Thursday today. So, no, actually it's Wednesday, sorry. Yeah, it's not going to be ideal just because there's still just 2 days left of the entirety of the week, trading days, all this stuff. So I'm looking at two things. So my main thing was, is it at the area of interest, and is it reachable within the next 48 to 72 hours? And likely it's not, because I've seen how slow price actually moves. So these two are the ones that I'm currently looking out for out of this entire list here. It's going to be updated with way more, obviously, throughout the Sunday recording. But this one is the most probable. I'm just waiting for a 30 minutes shift of structure here to turn bullish. So I even have alerts set up here. So just wait. Oh, right. So 30-minute high-low, and if it triggers on this one, then we're going to have a better entry. So for example, let me just take off all these arrows here. All right. So right now we're bearish. So let's go up, down, down. So we are here. What we need is either this to break below. So the higher low is higher than this. Yeah, okay, great. So now it tells us that it's actually bullish, but we just need this to break so we get a better entry. If not, we can break above this and try to get above here. It's the same thing on the 4 hour. And what I was actually waiting for, what that alert was that this tells me now that this is not even a pair to be looking at, considering the lower high is here. However, it closed out of this range here by, I don't even know how many pips, 27 pips, so not even worth looking at here. Just close it off like that. Not even, it's nothing. So this is my initial plan here, just taking a look at this pair down here. What I'm waiting for is just some level here of shift structure so we can break the lower high, make a high, then a higher low, and then take a bullish entry from here. So I hope that makes sense. And then the second thing I want to show you actually is what you should be doing, and that's, journaling your trades. And I just, found this really cool thing where this was just the 2 trades I took, so you can see the example of how I took them. So you have a 2.66 RR, margin thing messed me up, so I'm just going to look into that. But it just shows entry moment, exit moment, the forecast. I don't really like doing the forecast, but it's still there in case I need it. Mistakes reviewed, management, for example, on this one, I have a mistake reviewed here, which is just the stop loss was way too big. So that's just basic trade journaling when you do place a trade. So you can see I have a 7.32% gain in the week to 8 days or whatever it was. And the second thing was trading ideas. Now this one is pretty useful just because sometimes when you have it like this, you have no idea. Even if you do write something up like that, it's not, in my opinion, enough. Wait, whoa, that turned way too big. There. Because I forget sometimes, because life happens, right? So you forget what you're doing with the entry. So this is just a really good way of remembering. So just 4 hour already broke the lower low, making a bearish. Now we're just waiting for the shift to structure on the 30 minute, turning from bearish to bullish, broken low or move up. So boom, boom, boom. You can read it. You just include a picture of what you want to happen. So you can see that I've done this. Trade grade is B. And I have 9 pairs on this one, I have 5 pairs on this one, I have 5 pairs on this one. You could just see through all these different things that I planned it out, mapped it out. So for example, I'm certain I could find which pair it was. So it was CAD JPY. Yeah, CAD JPY, already there. So you can see how I actually marked it up and found it. So this is what it looked like for me when I was actually taking it. Here, turns bullish, as so, go to plan. So you can see that I was just planning out the entire thing with 30 minutes. And so, yep, going through here, and now this was only 1 hour. We're actually on the 4 hour, and just took it from there and let it fly. So I can actually put executed, yes. And then another one was your chef that I took. That's the one I took before, so I can just yes too. You can see how it looked like at the time there, and I just journaled all of it. So you can see 30 minute break on the 1 hour. It was also present on 4 hour, but not closed. So it looked like this as well, but it was just not closed. So you could see that. So I just think it's important to have these things. This is relatively easy to set up. You just get to see how many trades you made an idea about, an assumption, and just see how many were actually taken. So you can clearly see out of 9, I took 2. And that's just because A, I was traveling, and B, I didn't see the setup for it, but that's just the way it is. So this one, for example, USD CAD, was waiting for it, just ran away because it didn't break the lower high. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, we will see each other. I think it's not worth recording this. I could record a video tomorrow and talk about what I think is going to happen with USD CAD, but I don't believe, since it's such a small pair. If anything comes up, I'll record it. If not, we shall see each other on a Sunday, where I'll give you all the different pairs of the entire week that I believe is going to hit a area of interest, which is worth looking at. So I'll see you for that one, and so I'll see you next time.